concept in this topic, that is about the indicators. So before going to start our class, just we will recall what we have learned in the last class. So in the last class we have discussed about the acids and the bases. Here some of the substance that taste sour, we can consider those as the acids. Acids are the substance which taste sour, and we have classified the acids depending upon their source and also depending upon the strength. So depending upon their source, we have classified as the natural or organic acids, and mineral acid or inorganic acids also we are calling. Next, depending upon the strength, we have classified the acids as the strong acids and the weak acids. Okay, and which are the example for the substances which are having the acids also we have discussed. Later we have discussed about the bases. Bases is nothing but their taste bitter, and when it will be mixed with water they are soapy to touch. And what are the examples for the bases also we have discussed. Later, how we cannot taste all the types of these substances, right? So how we can test whether a given solution is acidic or basic? It can be tested by using a special type of the substances. So those substances we are calling as the indicators. Here indicators are the special type of substances. When it is added to the solution, they are changing its color. By changing its color, then there will be shows that a given solution is acid or basis. And also we have discussed about what are the types of the indicators. Indicator, there are majorly two types are there. Okay, one is natural indicator, another one is synthetic indicators. In a natural indicator, there are three types are there. So that is litmus, turmeric and chinarose indicator. So these are the three natural indicators. And another one synthetic indicator is that is the phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Regarding the synthetic indicators, you can learn in a higher class. Just today in our class, we are going to discuss about the natural indicators one by one. So what are the characteristics? When litmus is added to the acidic or basic solution, how does it will be changing color? What is the color it will be shows? How we can identify? Let us discuss today in our class. So litmus, a natural dye. It is one of the naturally occurring indicator. Here dye is nothing but color. Most commonly used indicator. Here litmus it is the most commonly used indicator. From where we are getting? It can be extracted from the lichens plant. So litmus we can obtain from a plant that is naturally available. So the plant name is lichens. This is a picture of the lichens plant. Okay. Now it can be available both in a solution and a paper strips form. Here litmus it can be available both in a solution form. How it is present? Solution form is like a purple color. It is that now we are calling it like a purple color. It will be present, and the paper strips is nothing but it will be available in the form of a paper. Litmus paper we are calling. So it will be available both in the solution form or it can be available in the form of the paper strip. When added to the acidic solution, it turns red color. So when this litmus, when it is added to the acidic solutions, it will turn into red color. So when this solution added to the basic solution, it will turn into blue color. So the litmus paper, we can use litmus as a solution or paper strips. When it is added to the acidic solution, it will turn into red color. When it is added to the basic solution, it will be turned into the blue color. So this is all about the litmus. Now let us check how the litmus, when it is added to the acidic solution and basic solution, what type of color it will be shows. And paper strips, litmus paper, when it is added to the acidic solution and basic solution, which type of color it will be shows. Let us check how the litmus solution it will be changes color when it is added to the acidic solution and the basic solution. We have observed that when litmus solution, a purple color solution, that is when it is added to the acidic solution, it will be turns into red color. The litmus solution added to the basic solution, it will be turns into blue color. We have observed that when litmus solution added to the acidic solution, it will be turns into red color. When litmus solution added to the basic solution, it will turns into the blue color. Now let us check when litmus paper dip in the acidic solution and a basic solution. So what colors we are getting? By doing the one of the activity, that is activity 5.1. Yes, my dear children, now we will do activity 5.1 by using the types of the litmus paper. So these are the blue litmus papers and these are the red litmus papers. So now by using these two types of the litmus paper, now we will check whether a given solution is acidic or basic, and when these litmus paper dipped in acidic solution, what color it will give. When these litmus paper dipped in a basic solution, what color it will be gives. Let us check now. Here in this activity I had taken some amount of the lemon juice. For this I had added small quantity of the water. Dip the litmus paper one by one and observe the change in color. Now first I will dip the blue color litmus paper in this solution. Yes, see, when blue color litmus paper dipped in the lemon juice, as I said, lemon juice is containing the acid. So blue color litmus paper, it will be turns into red color. It will shows that here acid turns the blue color litmus paper into red color. Now we will check by using the red color litmus paper also. Does it changes the color when dipped in the acid? Now let us check. Yes, look at here. When red color litmus paper dipped in the acidic solution, it does not change its color. It will be remains the same. Here lemon juice containing a acid, that is citric acid. So when I dip the blue color litmus paper, it will be turns into red color. It will shows that acid turns the blue color litmus paper into red color. Yes, my dear children, now we will perform same activity by using the other type of the solution. Here I have taken the tap water. So now I will dip the blue color and a red color litmus paper. What color it will be changes. Now we will check. See, here I have taken the red color litmus paper. When I dipped in the tap water, what it will be changes. So there is no change in color. Here red color litmus paper, it does not change its color when dipped in the tap water. Now I will take the blue color litmus paper. So this also I will dip in the tap water now. Here blue color litmus paper also does not change its color. So then what we are calling this tap water? Here tap water we can consider as the neutral solution. Neutral solution is nothing but it is not an acidic solution or not a basic solution. Example, you take it as a tap water. My dear children, now I have taken the sugar solution. Now I will dip both type of the litmus paper. Now what does it will changes its color. Now we will check. Now I will dip the red color litmus paper in the sugar solution. Yes, red color litmus paper does not change its color. Now I will dip the blue color litmus paper. Yes, it also does not change its color. Then from this we came to know that sugar solution also one type of the neutral solution, means it is not a acidic or basic, it is a neutral solution. Now we will do this activity by using the salt solution. Here I have taken the salt solution. Now I will dip both type of the litmus paper in the salt solution. What color it will be changes? Now let us check. Here I had taken the red color litmus paper. Now I will dip in the salt solution. Here it does not change its color. Now I will dip the blue color litmus paper. See, it is also not changes its color. From this we came to know that here tap water, salt solution and sugar solution, these we can consider as the neutral solution, because these are not an acidic solution, not a basic solution. So these are the example for the neutral solution, and water also we can consider as the neutral solution. Yes, now we will test by using the detergent solution. Here I have taken the detergent solution. Now I will dip both type of the litmus paper. I will dip the blue color litmus paper in the detergent solution. See, it does not change its color. Now I will dip the red color litmus paper. Yes, it will be turns into the blue color. Here red color litmus paper, it will be turns into blue color, indicating that the given solution it is a basic. Now here detergent solution we can consider as the basic solution, because it will turns the red color litmus paper into blue color. Yes, now here I had taken the another one type of solution, that is the baking soda. I had made the baking soda powder by dissolving in the water. Now I will dip both type of the litmus paper. See, when I dip the blue color litmus paper, it does not change its color. Now I will dip the red color litmus paper in a baking soda solution. Yes, it will turns into the blue color. Means red color litmus paper, if it turns into blue color, what it will be indicating? So the given solution is basic, that is baking soda, it is a one of the base. From this activity we came to know that when the litmus paper dip in the acidic solution, it will be turns into red color. When it is dipped in the basic solution, it will be turns into the blue color. Here there are two types of the litmus paper available, that is red litmus paper and the blue litmus paper. Acids turn blue litmus paper into red color. Bases turn red litmus paper into the blue color. So how we can recall? There is shortcut method to recall how we can, which type of litmus paper is converted into which color. When it is dipped in the acidic or basic solution. Yeah, there is one of the short method. Litmus paper, when it is dipped in the acid, it will turn blue color to the red color. When the litmus paper, when it is dipped in the basic solution, it will turn red to the blue color. This is the shortcut method to recall how does the acids, how does the litmus paper, they will be changing their color when they will be dipped in the acids and when they will be dipped in the bases. Yes, now we will move on to the next type of the natural indicator, that is the turmeric indicator. So now we can prepare turmeric indicator by doing the one of the activity, that is activity 5.2. Take a teaspoon of the turmeric, add little water. Make a paste. Is make turmeric paper by depositing a turmeric paste on the filter paper or blotting paper. Now apply this paste on the filter paper. See, like this you have to apply this paste on the filter paper. Yes, now these are the cut thin strips of the turmeric paper. So these we can use as the turmeric papers. From the activity we have prepared the turmeric indicator paper strips. So by using this turmeric paper we can test whether a given solution is acidic or basic. Put a drop of soap solution on a turmeric paper and put a drop of lemon juice on the turmeric paper. So what it will happens? Let us now check. I will add 1 drop of the basic solution to this turmeric paper. Yes, look at here. So when I added the basic solution to this turmeric paper, it will be turns into red color. Yes. Now I will add the 1 drop of the lemon juice on the turmeric paper. Does the color changes? No, it will be remains yellow color. So from this we came to know that the turmeric paper, it will turns into red color when it is added to the basic solution. And a turmeric paper, it will does not change its color, it will be remains yellow when acidic solution is added to it. We have observed that when turmeric indicator is added to the basic solution, it will turns into the red color. When turmeric indicator is added to the acidic solution, it will remains the same or a yellow color. As we have prepared, that is turmeric indicator paper strips, they are present in the yellow color. So when we are dipping in the acidic solution, they are presenting yellow color only. There is no changing color. They will remain same. As best example, you have experienced when turmeric stain on a white shirt, it will be turns into red color when you are washing with the soap solution. So do you know why it will be turns into red color? Here to wash we are using the soap. As we know, soap it is an example for the basic. So turmeric indicator, when it is reacting with the bases, of course it will be turns into red color. Because of this turmeric stain on the white shirt, it will be turns into red color when you are washing with the soap solution. Here soap it is one of the base. Yes, now by using the turmeric paste we can prepare one of the greeting card. Now let us do how we can prepare the greeting card by using the turmeric paste. Now we will prepare one of the greeting card. Apply the turmeric paste on the white color paper and by using the cotton bud. So this is the cotton bud. By using the cotton bud you can draw a beautiful picture on this paste by using the soap solution or by using the some of the basic solutions. Here I had taken the soap solution. Now this cotton bud, now I will dip in the basic solution. Later I will draw beautiful picture on the yellow paper. Now I will draw a beautiful picture on the yellow paper. Yes, my dear children. So from this greeting card we have understood that when turmeric paper, when it is comes in contact with the base, it will turns into the red color. So here I had used the detergent solution or soap solution. So these are the basic solution. So when it is reacting, turmeric paper, when it is reacting with the base, it will turns into the red color. When it is reacting with the acids, it will be remains same or it will be in a yellow color only. Yes, my dear children. Now you also do the greeting card by using the turmeric paste on the white paper and by using the cotton bud and any one of the basic solution. You can take it as a soap solution or detergent solution. You can draw the beautiful drawing and you can present to your mother. Yes, now we will move on to the next type of the natural indicator, that is the China rose indicator. Here China rose, it is one type of the flower. This is a picture of the China rose flower. See, by using this flower, we can prepare the China rose indicator. Let us learn now how to prepare the China rose indicator by using the China rose petals. Collect the China rose petals. Put them in a beaker. Collect the China rose petals. Put in a beaker. Add some warm water to the beaker. Keep the mixture aside for some time. After adding the warm water, keep that mixture for some time. The solution will becomes colored. Means when you are keeping aside for few minutes, it will be turned into a light pink color solution. Next, filter the solution. This colored water can be used as the indicator. After the filtration of the petals, so what is a color? Light pink colored solution we are obtaining. So that solution we can use as the indicator. Now let us check when this China rose indicator, when it is added to the acidic solution and basic solution, which type of color it will be changes.
China rose indicator, and these are the solutions. This is basic solutions, detergent, soapy water and baking soda, and these are acidic solutions, grapes, lemon and vinegar. We have to add few drops of China rose indicator in all solutions. China rose indicator turns acidic solution to dark pink and basic solutions to green. Therefore, these are turned into dark pink, so these are acidic solutions, and these are turned into dark green, so these are basic solutions.
Yes, we have observed that when China rose indicator, when it is added to the acidic solutions, it will be turned into dark pink color. When China rose indicator, when it is added to the acidic solution, it will turn into dark pink color. When China rose indicator, when it is added to the basic solution, it will be turned into the green color. Next, now up to here we have discussed about what are the natural types of the indicators. Now, next one, that is the synthetic indicators. As I said before, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Now we will discuss about the next type of the indicator, that is the synthetic indicator. Here, synthetic indicator, as I said, that is phenolphthalein indicator and methyl orange indicator. Now we will discuss about the phenolphthalein indicator. When phenolphthalein indicator added to the basic solution, it will be turned into the pink color. When phenolphthalein indicator added to the acidic solution, it will be remains colorless. So it will remains colorless. This is about the phenolphthalein indicator. Next, what about the methyl orange indicator? Regarding the methyl orange indicator, you can learn in the higher classes. Now we will go on to the next activity, that is activity 5.4. So now you have to test the litmus paper. When you dip in the some of the acid, what color it will be changes, and when it will be dipped in the basic solution, which color it will be changes. Here are some of the acids: hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, carbonic acid, etc. So when you dip the blue color litmus paper in these acids, it will be turns into red color. Acids turns the blue color litmus paper into the red color. litmus paper. When you dip the blue color litmus paper in these acids, it will turn into red color. Here some of the bases are there. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. In these bases, when you dip the red color litmus paper, it will be turns in the blue color. Okay, so when bases, as we have discussed before, bases turns red color litmus paper into the blue color litmus paper. This is all about the activity 5.4.